right.
Yo, it's about life. It's your boy Black Duplicate. Let's go, Bantus. Let's go, everybody. Yes, here we go. I got some pretty interesting content for y'all. So I would love to hear y'all's opinion and hear what y'all got to say, right? So I'm going to be hitting y'all with some pretty interesting stuff over here, and we're going to end it real interestingly as well. So pay attention, watch to the end, like, share, subscribe, follow, all that good stuff. I would really appreciate it. I need your help just like you need my help. So let's do this. Let's all work together. Teamwork makes the dream work. Ayy. So let's start this off. The true nature of our universe. Like I said in the last videos and everything I've been doing, do your own research. I'm only strictly here to try to help you find a way to begin an introduction into new waves of thinking. Not new ways of thinking, right? It's all I'm here to do. Just give you a different perspective that you might not be hearing. You might be stuck only hearing what you want to hear, what you see. Well, here's another perspective from other people, right? Because that's the only way we get answers is collectively as a team. Hear everybody's opinion, formulate, and see which one is true. Because if we don't do that, we got to believe what's being fed to us. That's not working. This is the age of information. And it's about to change again and be the age of technology, which we're kind of in both right now. Information's merging with technology, merging with spirituality, right? That's where we're at right now. If you look, the art tells you, right? Because the art is what sets the trends, right? The art is what sets the trends, and us Bantus keep the existence running, right? Our ideas, our thoughts, our brainwaves, our frequencies, our vibrations, right? Our energy. That's why we have melanin, because we're linked directly to the water outside, the black water, right? That's what we're linked to, the blackness of what they call space, right? So let's start and see what y'all think about this. It's a 42-minute video, 42-second video. My bad, ain't 42 minutes. Chill. All right, that's the TikTok for that content right there. If you want more of what he got to offer, go look into what he got and see what y'all think. Now, what that was basically showing you is what accidentally popped up right here, and I'm glad it did, so we could talk about it. Every other civilization since the beginning of time made this exact type of diagram of what we live in, our planet, what Earth is. Right? It says there's a dome above us. It's a flat surface. We live on a flat plane, but we have a dome above us and then another dome below us, which is all the layers of the earth. And then there's a dome above us, right? Which, according to biblical scholars and studies, it's said to block out the waters from entering into our planet, right? It's our means of life, which the waters are black. Right? Melanin, right? But think about it like this. If you dive to the bottom of the ocean, there's no light. It's pure black. Right? What if our planet was in the bottom of somebody else's ocean? Like a bubble of life floating in a bigger existence, a bigger ocean of some type of other species or something, right? So, hey, it's just thoughts, man. No one's saying this is the way it is. This is the way it has to be. Some people are. Some people say, no, it's a sphere. Australia is upside down. But really, man, Australia is upside down, man, and some unknown gravity is holding us to the ground upside down. But birds get to defy that gravity whenever they want. I don't know. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. You could take it for what you want to take it. But every other civilization since the beginning of time has said this theory. This guy just showed you some interesting stuff. Obviously, it's not those exact drawings, but it's basically those replicas. It would have been better if he showed us like tablets. That would have been better. Like, you know, kind of like the Egyptian one. Can I go back real quick? Can I go back? Let's see. I believe, where is it? It's the Egyptian one. The Egyptian one did it was interesting. See this one right here. Can I speed it up a little bit so it zooms out as far as we're gonna go? Oh man. Yeah, see, that's a real Egyptian drawing, right? That's a real Egyptian drawing. I know the other ones aren't real Babylonian drawings. That's a real Egyptian drawing. See that? They put this water, because most civilizations believe that water was a living being, which it is, obviously. It's kind of like a bloodstream, right? And your blood has all these little cells, all those sharks and fish and stuff, that like little cells inside the giant ocean, right? So that's how the Egyptians kind of put it. And then they have the stars above them, where in this dome, that was their way of depicting the dome. So that's a very interesting one. Now, see, Sumerians obviously didn't draw like that. You know what I mean? I doubt that. That doesn't look like Sumerians drew something like that. They need to go more on like tablets and check out the tablets and see. But that's that video for you. So keep your eyes on that. That's the flat Earth theory, right? People think when they think flat Earth, it's just this flat plane, nothing. This is the actual real flat Earth theory, right? So let's continue on. What else we got here? So we're gonna dive back into culture, since we went into that. So you keep your mind on that flat Earth theory, right? That's interesting stuff, which goes and defies everything we've learned from history books as we grew up in America. I don't know about other countries. I can't speak for other countries, but in America, that's not what we're told, right? That's not what we're told. So we're also not told this. This is interesting as well. He has an interesting theory, interesting way of thinking as well.
The Europeans that we know of today are not mutants. Okay, get down for it. The Europeans that we know of today, when Europeans first came out of the mountains, they came with a certain mindset, a phobia, a xenophobia, where they only mated with each other. Right. They forbid themselves. Now, nature doesn't do that. An albino peacock will not mate with another albino peacock. An albino peacock will only mate with a colored peacock. An albino gorilla in Spain, named Snowflake,
This is real.
had many children and grandchildren, but never would mate with an albino gorilla.
Never.
They knew that nature told them through their own instinct that if I mate with a mutant, I will only work my way off the evolutionary chain. So nature steps in with animals and even plants, even cockroaches.
Even bugs.
When they came out of Europe, they should have just came right. They should have found the biggest, blackest man they could have found. Or woman. Find black people. And even if you were light brown, they say, "No, I needed black. I want
think a
black."
lot of white women today, instinctively, they're doing that too. They know what time it is in history, and a lot of them white women are going getting brothers because they want their children to be on the right team. That's all I can say.
Not really, they want them to survive.
They want them to survive. It's a survival thing, of course. In their mind, it's not conscious.
Their own mutants mating with mutants. They did not create mutants. They created mutations of mutants. There we go.
Interesting.
Don't believe me? Chapter 6.
Remember,
In any evolutionary book, the chapter is called evolution. Study Punet's table. You know where you got the big B and the small b?
Yep.
And you see recessive and dominant?
Yep.
Don't believe a word I say. I'm not here to make you believe. I just want to make you think.
I'm on the same boat.
Take you out of your comfort level.
Same boat. I feel you, man. That's what I'm trying to do. That's exactly what I'm trying to do. Now, here's the TikTok for that. If you want to go follow that and look into some more of those videos, interesting thoughts. But that's exactly how I feel. Just trying to get you to think outside of the box. So many things we're taught are just not right, man. Like, of course you can have the perception that it is, and that's fine. But there's a lot of tests and a lot of things out there that go right against half the shit we learn, man. It's time to think, bro. It's time to think, guys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to think. Open up your mind to new possibilities. You know what I'm saying? New possibilities. And that's just the truth, man. Like, there ain't no need to be hating on nobody, man. Let's just all, let's all trying to make the right moves to make the human race better, stronger, right? And move on to the next level of energy. Like our energy right now, we're not controlling the whole energy of our environment like we should be. We're a human being, right? We became powerful through our minds, our prefrontal cortex, right? That's what allows us to make a majority of our decisions and thoughts. And then back here is your habitual brain, your reptilian brain, your reptile brain. Then you got your mammal brains, which is your right hemisphere and left hemisphere, all that good shit. And each of those hemispheres control certain behaviors that you do. Like one allows, like your right hand controls your left hemisphere, and your left hand controls your right hemisphere. In a sense, like that's how they work, right? They work like that, right? So you just gotta look into things, man. You gotta like do your own research and actually really look into shit. If you have a curiosity, like why is it this way, don't just go ask somebody. Go look into the shit. And don't just do Google. Do DuckDuckGo. You know, do other browsers, man. Because each one only limits you to look up to certain information. Right? Because each country blocks off their people to certain things. Because they only want you learning things that they want you to learn so it doesn't endanger their teachings and their culture. Understandable. I'm not saying it's bad. Do what y'all please to do. You know what I'm saying? Do what y'all please to do. But I just want freedom of thought. I want to be able to think how I want to think. Not the way somebody wants me to think. I got to think how I want to think. No one's going to tell me how I should think. I'm going to find out my own answers. That's how I work. So I like that. But then again, we got this next video, which makes you question everything in a sense. Andrew Tate, my guy. Andrew Tate's a very interesting dude. Very interesting guy. He seems to be going up against the grain in a sense. Or is he? We don't know. But I do like what he has to say 98% of the time. Damn near 99% of the time. The guy has good information. So go follow and subscribe to Andrew Tate stuff on YouTube and TikTok. He got really good information, man. When it comes to your financial stability, your masculinity, your femininity, the whole nine, bro. Like he got good information. You just got to get past all the stuff that's gonna quote unquote make you triggered because you want to believe what you want to believe, and that's fine. Like I said, I believe what I want to believe too. That's fine. I get it. But just open up your mind slightly. Okay, that I don't like that, but at least let me hear what he got to say. So remember, we were at the flat earth theory, which we're going to do way more segments on that. And then we got what? The theory of what? Albinoids and blacks, right? Blacks and whites or browns or whatever you want to call everything, right? So on why the evolutionary train lines up the way it does, why animals do what they do and why we do what we do, right? But anyways, we also got this.
All of it's a scam, and this is how the whole world has always worked and always will work. And people at the bottom just don't seem to get it. They don't seem to wake up, and they don't seem to wake up because the people in charge try very hard to keep them asleep. If you had a whole bunch of people who were your slave, why would you tell them the truth about the world? Why would you do that? No.
All right. There's that TikTok right there for that Hustlers University. HU. Get on it. Get in the war room if you have the bread for it. Or get an HU. Where's HU looking at Andrew Tate? Looking at his stuff. Anyways, that's true, right? It's like everything's a scam. What's believable? Because at the end of the day, we're at the bottom. So at the bottom, we're slaves, right? I'm not going to necessarily say me, but I'm going to talk as if I am at the bottom with y'all. or whoever's at the bottom watching this. There's no middle anymore. Middle ground is done. Why would you want to be middle anyway? The goal is to be up here, not down here. Why would you want to remain at the bottom of the food chain? Especially of your species. If humans are the most powerful species on this planet, why would you want to remain at the bottom? You should, if you want to have children and have a family, being at the top of the food chain is number one, right? Because then your children, your family gets to thrive in the best possible environment, which means your bloodline gets to thrive and gets to make major decisions and do whatever they want. Freedom, right? There's freedom theory, right? So is Andrew Tate right? It's just all just a scam? Just to keep us from achieving something? Let's say I'm talking about all of this shit, and it's all bullshit just to keep us away from making money. Like, if we're too busy talking about flat earth and evolution instead of making money. Because if we make money, then none of that other stuff really matters. Because you make money, then you could just basically create your own shit. Just a thought for you. Because that's the whole point of this, is to make you think and try to wake up my Bantus. Only way to wake up my Bantus is to get them to think outside of their own box. Because you're no longer, they didn't put you in a box physically anymore. They took you out the physical box. And then they closed off your mental box and put tape on it. All you gotta do is peel the tape. So I'm trying to help you peel that tape. And then you can open up your box. Right? But we'll see what happens. I love y'all. I'm going to keep bringing you as much content as I can. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to keep doing this. I love what I do. I love creating this. I love all the segments that I cover. I'm trying to bring on new stuff. I'm trying to bring people up in here. By the way, if you are interested in coming on this podcast and giving your thoughts and insights, right, comment down below or hit up any of my social media platforms. I would love to bring you on the podcast and get your perception and your thoughts if you're down to do this, right? I ain't here to debate and argue nobody, though. So if you do jump on, let's take turns talking what we need to say, and we could talk. But I would love to bring people on, man. That's what this is all about. So I am trying to get into the community and trying to bring other people on here to give their perception and ideas, right? So I love y'all. This is Bantu Day. Let's do this. Let's keep growing. Let's evolve, and let's transform. Yes, we out. It's about life. Black Duplicate. Like, share, subscribe, and follow. Yes.